Hi, this is Radha Marcum, Editor-in-chief of Delicious Living magazine, and I'm here with Chris Kilham, medicine hunter, at the Natural Products Expo show in Anaheim, and we're going to talk a little bit about curcumin.
Curcumin. You know, curcumin comes from turmeric root, so that turmeric is the yellow in curry, and turmeric root has been an Ayurvedic remedy that is used in Indian traditional medicine for thousands of years to relieve pain and for other problems like asthma and allergies. One of the things that I'm seeing here at the show is that some companies are taking a real high science approach to their products, which I think is refreshing because I think that's going to spell longevity for us as an industry and, you know, as the herbal medicine category. And with curcumin, which is a derivative of turmeric, we're now seeing a growing body of products that are using good quality curcumin in sufficient enough dosages in the right forms to do things like relieve pain and inflammation. And you know, about 50 million, I think it is, 50 million Americans suffer from chronic pain. So if you can give people something that relieves pain, that isn't a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug that's going to cause cardiovascular problems and kidney and liver damage, relieve the pain and avoid all those effects, I think you're doing a good thing for humanity. So I'm seeing that as an increasingly popular ingredient here. And
so why not just eat curry?
If you're living in a place like India or Southeast Asia, where you're eating a large physical amount of turmeric 3 times a day,
how much do they
just eat curry. They eat ounces of the stuff. You know, then the answer is yes, just eat curry.
So should we add curcumin to or turmeric to our oatmeal in the morning?
If you add massive amounts of it every morning, and then to your sandwich at noon, and then to your whatever at night, sure. I think that most people aren't willing to make that kind of dietary investment in something like that. You know, people in different cultures eat very differently. But we know, for example, that in India and Southeast Asia, in places where there's high turmeric consumption, there are very, very low rates of Alzheimer's disease. And in experiments with animals and in cell line studies, we see inhibiting effects against some of the indicators of Alzheimer's with turmeric extract, with curcumin. So I think you get 2 choices. Eat massive amounts of turmeric, as they do in India, in curry, good idea, or take a really good concentrated curcumin product if you've got pain, you've got inflammation, you know, if you've got any oxidative damage, and you'll actually get the results you want.
So who should be taking this at what age and at what dose?
The good news with turmeric is that there is no known toxicity, and the same thing applies to its derivative curcumin. Throughout the world, in different cultures, little children are consuming huge physical quantities of this herb on a regular basis. We know it's safe. So who's taking it? People with pain, people with inflammation, and inflammation is part and parcel of every chronic disease. Cardiovascular disease, kidney, liver, arthritis, diabetes. You know, we're seeing an explosion of type 2 diabetes here. So a lot of people walking around with systemic inflammation. Many people can benefit from taking curcumin. And I think it's exemplary of where we're trending here in this industry. We see companies investing in science, whether it's with echinacea, ginkgo, you know, curcumin, kava, whatever, really advancing the science and then making products that are every bit as quickly effective as pharmaceuticals without the onerous effects. You know, you're not going to wind up sleepless, you know, you're not going to lose your sex drive, you're not going to be constipated or anxious from taking this stuff. You're just going to get results.
Well, great. Well, thank you so much for talking with us today.
It's a pleasure, Radha.
And good luck on your medicine hunting.
Thank you so much.